Okay, so little thing I'm having here. I'm not gonna name names or anything, but I'm just gonna say, so I ordered this piece for my powder coat gun, okay? Number one, this is overpriced because I know that this, even if it's injected molded plastic, is like, I don't know, maybe at most $1, okay? This piece was $20.33, but I gotta have it, so fine, I'll pay that. Here's the issue I'm really having. The company I order this from, the name I am gonna name is Wagner Powder Guns, because that's what I bought, that's my new one. This is the piece I was missing from it. Finding pieces for them is practically impossible, is the first thing. Second thing, I do finally hunt one of these down. Cool. I buy it from a supplier who supplies the gun parts. It's $20.33 or something. That's fine. They tell me, hey, we only ship UPS. Great, perfect, awesome, no problem. When I get my receipt, they charge me $19 and some change to ship it. Here's the size box that I got, okay? So this size box was $19 to ship. Now a Uline 6x6x4 box is probably $2. They didn't even pack it in bubble wrap. It was packed in newspaper, old newspaper. I get the recycling and everything, but if you're trying to be professional and you're gonna charge me an arm and a leg to ship it, really? Really? I mean, this thing weighs, does it say what it weighs on here? I don't know. It didn't weigh anything. $19 in old newspaper. Add new jobs and taking some of the finished jobs off. So, just clean this board up here a little bit and get some of the new jobs up here. So that way we know where we're going here. Shit. Ugh. God, these things are heavy. Ugh. These wheels are super corroded, and I don't know if you can see, let's zoom in here. As you can see here, when we put, come on, focus, the first layer on here, it started to bubble when it actually got up to temp. So, what that basically means is we have to sandblast that back down. That also means that I probably didn't get all the pits cleaned out enough on this other wheel, so before I waste time coating this wheel, I'm going to just outgas this one again and take it with me tomorrow, and we'll get them all blasted off and set to go. Just add a little more to my day tomorrow, but at least we'll finish up a little earlier tonight here, I guess. So anyway, off we go. Game plan. Alright, so basically with those car ramps, when I picked them up from the guy, they're not specifically for his trailer that he uses. So he said he needed about another 1.5 inches of clearance there to be able to lock them in place. So basically I told him, you know what, I'll just go ahead and cut them for the couple of minutes time it takes me to do that, to ensure that after I coat them, he cuts them and they don't come back to me because it screws up the powder and then it starts to chip away at that point. I mean, Granted, that's something I could be like, you know what, dude, you cut these after, like, that's not my problem. But it just adds a little extra customer service, so no problem doing that. Those were easy, quick little job there, all done, make the customer happy, and now I can go ahead and get them coated, so. So sometimes the hardest part of this job is just figuring out where you need to mask and where you don't need to mask. People drop stuff off to you, and you know, I'm pretty good at figuring things out, but I don't always know exactly where to mask everything. So sometimes I'm just guessing. Okay, so on this Jeep bumper kit, I'm not really sure everywhere that something mounts, but I know I need to mask like here and here, so that way we get a good seat with the clamp for holding the spare tire in here. And other than that, I don't think anything else on this actual part has to be masked, but who knows? Who knows? Alright, look at that. The last of the first set of big wheels is done. First of the second set of big wheels is in the oven. We're making moves. We are making moves. Insta banger. So we got a little issue. This doesn't want to really, like, it's barely hanging on by a thread right now as to in the position we need it, but we need it to stay in that position, which getting it in and out the way, like just freehand here, is gonna be tricky. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go buy, I don't have time to build a rack, so I think I'm gonna go buy a rack and try to hang it from that and do it that way. And then I'll just wheel the rack, I'll have it hanging pretty tight, pretty taut, wheel the rack over, one end of the rack in, back into the rack in. I think that'll work. But I'm waiting on a customer to show up with some parts. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna start prepping these wheels here. And, all right, so this has been a pretty cool Friday, pretty productive. We finished up that first set of 22s, the third out of fourth. The second set is in the oven currently, baking the color on, which means tomorrow I'll have to do color on one more and then clear coat them all. The thing that sucks, they're just so big. Even with the new rack I got, you can only fit one at a time in there comfortably. I mean, I could fit two, but man, if something happens and one of them, and they turn and touch, it's a fiasco. So it's better, just take your extra time, do one at a time. So anyway, so we'll finish those up tomorrow, and then we will finish up the BMW wheels tomorrow as soon as we can. So realistically, once I get about the first two done, I should be able to do the second two and get going here on those BMW wheels. So hopefully maybe by like 2, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, I can be completely done with this stuff. Would be awesome. Because the BMW wheels can go in together. They'll both fit on that rack. So we're doing it. We're in it. Phone keeps ringing. It's great. This is really exciting. It's a good year for me here. So we're gonna keep the momentum going. Once I get those BMW wheels done though, if I do, Sunday I'm not doing nothing. Monday we'll start over. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go inside, get cleaned up. I'll come back out and do this in a little bit. That's my game plan. Everybody have a great weekend. I'll see y'all tomorrow because I'm gonna do a little work tomorrow. Welcome to Saturday, super full day. Already been a busy morning. We got the final big Dodge wheel coated with the color on it. So now we're about to start clear coating all those so we can really get the color to pop out of them. And we also got the BMW wheels are all sandblasted, ready to go. So while these are baking, I can prep, like mask those and everything. So the coolest thing about this illusion purple color is that this wheel is going to go from this to... So we've got some issues. So first issue here is, if you look in the sun on the bottom here, I don't think we had enough color here. So when I sprayed it the base coat, I didn't put enough color of the color powder down here. It's got clear, but no color. Then if you flip it 180 degrees here, you can see where it's silver here. And that is, we didn't get enough clear on that spot. So, holy smokes, that is a hot color. That's great. One down, 3 to go. Let's do this. All right, last coat. Whew, okay, what a week. Long days. Did probably about 25% more than max capacity of what I personally can do with the tools I have, the room I have, all by myself. But we did it. We made it through. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the last wheel is baking right now, that this will come out okay, which it should. At this point, it should. And then we've gotten through everything we needed to get through this week. So we have a list for next week, pile of stuff to go to the blasters. So it just is going to continue. But man, it was a good week. Cannot wait. Tomorrow I will lay down some film. So next week's vlog, you'll see these giant purple people eater wheels. But they're hot. They're real hot. I'm real excited. So anyway, good week. It's Sunday night though. I am super tired. These 1 a.m. days have gotten to me finally. So wrap this up here and call it a day. And that's going to be my game plan. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see y'all next week on the vlog.